One of the most powerful tools in both stroke recovery and in life in general is laughter. Today, we're going to deep dive into how you can use laughter as a tool even when you're not happy. This isn't about forcing yourself to be happy, it's about being able to cope with anything life throws at you.
Hi, I'm Sana Kuntz.
And I'm Peter Kuntz. Welcome to Loving Life. The three things we do on this channel are body mechanics, mobility training, and carnivore diet, all geared towards stroke recovery. However, we are not medical professionals, and nothing we say on this channel should be considered medical advice.
So, laughter. Laughter is
Wonderful.
wonderful. And in my life, like I'm laughing all the time.
Cheers.
All the
So am
time.
I.
Yeah. I think it's because my grandfather, like my grandmother, he's 94 and he is what are the so many things I could say about him, but he is the man who, back in the day, he was a Marine.
He was actually at D-Day.
Yeah.
He did.
He did Vietnam. He
He was
did.
in Korea. He
Yeah.
did 3 tours in Vietnam.
Yeah, and he's seen some horrible things that I can't even imagine. And this man will laugh more than anyone that you will know. Like he just he's just always laughing. And I remember when I was little, I remember asking, like, why are you still laughing all the time? Like, why? And he remember, like, he looked at me and he was like, Sonny, because that's what he called me. He's like, laughter is more fun. And it is. It really is. Even when, you know, back then I had my stroke, and there was really nothing that made me laugh, very often. But I remembered him, and I always, even like having memory, I would think about him, and I would actually laugh just from a memory or something that he said or something that he did. Um, and it was just it made anything better. It made me feel happy, even if it was just a little bit of time. It was a little bit of like, okay, just kind of relief, and just because even now, I laugh sometimes that people probably wouldn't laugh at, and for me, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think you should be okay to laugh, and even though if the situation is not very, I don't know, happy.
Yeah.
um, um, because to go into whatever situation and feel sad or feel, you know, crying or feel, I mean, yeah, of course, feel whatever you are that you want to feel. But I also remind myself, laugh. You got to laugh even at this horrible situation, because why not? Why not feel yourself a little bit better? Why not have a little bit of laughter, a little bit of fun in this whatever situation? For me, I take it and I kind of run with it. I laughed at everything. Like if you know somebody hurt themselves or I hurt myself. If I hurt myself, which is not, it's um,
Common.
common.
We're talking about small hurt. We're not talking about serious injury that needs to be addressed
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that.
But yeah, I laugh all the time. I'm constantly laughing at myself all the time.
I'm constantly laughing at it too, all the time.
Yeah, I
It's a
mean,
lot of fun to laugh at her.
why not?
Literally her favorite thing in the world, as far as just simple pleasures, is me getting hurt in a small way. See, she's laughing. She's laughing right now just at the mention of it. If I stub my toe, if I bump my head, if I jam my finger or something like that, hit my knee on a corner of something, she will be wiping tears out of her eyes within 20 seconds of that. Like, not laughing so hard that within 20 seconds she's wiping tears out of her eyes. She's wiping tears out of her eyes now at the mere mention of me hurting myself in some small way. It's literally her favorite thing.
It is.
And this is exactly what we mean. So we're not talking about pretending that something serious isn't going on and you should just laugh about it to make yourself feel better and all of that. We're saying if there are a bunch of people that are seriously affected by an actual serious situation,
right,
then we're not saying being insensitive and laugh hysterically and piss everybody off because it feels good to me, because we're not saying that at all. We're saying life is much easier to deal with when you're not sticking yourself in the deep heaviness. It might be there. It might not be there. If I stub my toe, there's no deep heaviness. But if something's going on, her grandfather, same grandfather, 2 days after her stroke, she was still in ICU. The doctor let a handful of us in there, which he wasn't supposed to, but he was nice about it. And I hadn't smiled in 2 days. I was staring blankly at the floor, listening to what he was saying, the update that he was telling all of us. And Papa leaned over and whispered, made a pun, which I won't repeat now because it's not appropriate for the channel.
Yeah, he's a dirty mind.
Definitely, yeah. If you want to hear dirty jokes, go to Papa. He's got literally a million of them. And he leaned over and said, "Hey, Pete," said what he said. And I started to laugh and looked up at him. And he looks back at me, as he does. And that helped me so much. It didn't change. He didn't try and change the situation. He didn't try and say, look on the bright side or anything like that. It wasn't that. It was, remember to laugh. He didn't say remember to laugh. He demonstrated it. He made me laugh. And it felt so good. And it really, really helped me be able to deal with the situation. Now, laughter, most people equate laughter with happiness, which is natural. When you're really happy, full of joy, full of love, then laughter is natural. Smiling is natural. But laughter as a tool can be used to express every single emotion. All emotions come from either love or fear. We don't talk about positive and negative emotions, quote unquote, in this channel, because we just don't see it that way. There's no negative emotions. There's no bad emotions. It's fear or love. And all emotions are based in one or the other. When there are fear-based emotions, I'm talking anger, rage, sadness, shame, then laughter can be very effectively used to express that emotion. Why do I say effectively? Because typically when a person is experiencing intense fear-based emotions, they're not breathing well. It's shallow breaths, usually from the chest, and they're tense and they can't get oxygen to their body, which means their body isn't functioning as optimally as it could in that moment. But when you laugh to express whatever is going on, even if you have to force it, you're breathing, your air, ha, ha, ha. Even if you're just pissed off and you've got so much hate, rage, resentment, you can force yourself to laugh. It might come out kind of gruesome, but that's okay. You can use laughter to express anything, and it will get you past getting stuck so much faster than if you just dive right into the mud
Yeah.
where you are. I'm not saying you can't do that. You can. That's an option. How does it feel?
No.
Feels like crap.
Yeah. Peter, before we were going to film, then he was talking about the Tai Chi class.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. I was years and years ago. Wow, that was a lot of years
It's
ago.
a lot of years
but,
ago.
but
Yeah.
a long time ago, then I taught Tai Chi. And my star student was sitting right here. So something that I would always tell my students is remember to smile. It wasn't even laughter, it's just smile. The reason why is there's a physiological effect when you smile that relaxes the body to a certain degree. It just brings down the tension. And I remember this one time in particular. It was a really full class. It was maybe 30 people, and the beginners were over here, and Sonia was helping the more advanced people over there, and I was walking around helping people. And I looked around and noticed everybody was working at whatever they were working on, and their eyebrows were furled, and they were really concentrating. And so I stopped class. Said, everybody, stop, smile. And everybody smiled, and I looked at an entire room of 30 pairs of shoulders drop. And I just started laughing. Like, all right, continue. And then everybody else started laughing. Oh, you're doing Tai Chi, all tense. Oh, no wonder it's not coming together. So just by smiling, everybody's body relaxed. Even if you can't get yourself to laugh,
Yeah.
Get yourself to smile.
And it's really, for stroke people, it's so important to smile. Even if you don't really have anything that you're laughing, that you're, but anything. Like when very soon after I had my stroke, then I remember I would laugh at my dogs because my dogs were hilarious. I would laugh at my cat because she was just.
She was hilarious.
Yeah, she was really hilarious. I would, figure out something that I can laugh at, that I can smile at, because you need that. I needed that. I needed to just feel a little bit of like relief and just like a little bit of smiling.
Even if it was for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like, a 10-second relief from whatever is going on, from everything that's going on. It's not pretending that it's not there.
Yeah.
It's there. And you're able to smile.
Yeah. So just smile. Smile for 1 second every day. It's enough. It's enough.
Yeah. And if you like it,
That's
try it again.
Yeah.
It was fun the first time. If there's anything that we didn't cover, or you just don't know how to, like, hey, here's this situation.
Yeah.
I can't figure this one out. I can't see any possible way to smile with this. This is so horrible. Leave a comment. Reach out to us. We're happy to help you.
Absolutely. All right. I think
that's about it.
All right, guys. I love you.
You
See
guys
you
are
next
awesome.
time. Mwah.
Bye.